For the men, do you guys still want to get married?
That's a good question. Lads, since you guys are all very lads here, with a beautiful penis equipped and attached to you, and yours truly, would you like to get married? No, never. In this economy? Yes, I want to be a dad. Really? You're probably the only person in this chat who says that. Let's say, okay. Let's say hypothetically you will meet a girl you actually will love and she will not have a penis and she will not cock you. Would you still not want to marry? Still no. What if she would like to get married? You want to be a dad too? Then we have two people. What? No penis? Nope, unless you want some. Yes, we'll marry, but I'm not sharing 50% of the stuff. There's no way to guarantee that. Which one? The penis? I'm fairly certain there is. You know? No penis is a deal breaker? Oh, okay, sorry. If she wants to marry, sure, but I don't need it. Marry with a prenup. Yeah, let's say that you can get married with a prenup. Would you marry like that? Or not? Let's say that in case of a divorce, you wouldn't lose anything. Sure, yeah. So all the no's in chat is mostly about that you don't want to lose half of your stuff in case of a divorce. Yeah. For sure, if she's a keeper. Yeah. Sure, but it's still a waste of money. Well, you know. Nah, it's mostly for me. I don't need marriage to show love. I mean, I guess. I love how it flipped 90 of the answers. Yeah, I mean, listen, that's a fair thing. Like, divorce can ruin people's lives. How many times you hear it that, oh, they got divorced, he became an alcoholic, he became a homeless person, and like no one cared about him. It's a real risk.
I think what you're asking is, do you want to be married?
Well, that's part of it.
And I think that a lot of men would say, yes,
Would you like to be married? Is that a yes? Is it or not? Also, marriage don't give you anything besides the stamp and a passport? Yeah, no, yeah. In a happy... Yes, let's say it's a happy, loving relationship. There's no divorce. There's no drama. It's just a person you love in the same house. She makes you food. You take out the trash. Happy life, happy wife. Those don't exist. Let's say hypothetically it exists. Would you like to be in that sort of establishment? Yes, imagine. Then sure, but it won't happen. But let's say it might. Let's say it might. A manic pixie dream girl? Okay. Tone down your expectations. But a girl. That's all I can offer you. It will be a female with all female body parts, okay? Without the manic pixie one.
Do want a partner to spend my life with. But when you say, do you want to get married, I'm not sure if you're keeping in mind all these extra steps that come before and the possible one.
Oh, is death a step? Is death part of getting married? Because then I guess I will have to reconsider also. Also, why is the child in the box? Why is there 3 men? Why is she hiring 3 men strippers while the child is in the box? What? It's a cat. No, it's a child.
Ones after. Here's a guy living in a cardboard box with his ex-wife in his
Oh, that's the guy. I thought it was a child. Okay.
house
Sorry.
with other men. You have to keep in mind that
Okay.
happens with roughly
I thought it was a child because it was tiny.
1/3 of new marriages, and that's only for the men who have the opportunity to get married, which is contingent upon a bunch of steps that have changed quite a bit over the years. So in order to get married, you have to date, and in order to date, you have to work and make money, and in order to work and make
Well, I mean, I mean, people who don't have jobs can date too, but I guess it's rare. I'm stuck on step 2. Which one is step 2? The work? So school, take. How about work? Are we at the second step? I'm a maid. Yeah, but she ain't going to date no scrub. Well, it depends who you are trying to date. Like, if it's like, you know, a hottie, Mac hottie, then yeah. You don't need money to date in America.
Money, you have to go to school, and men have been facing a lot of new difficulties in all of
Cancel culture. How is cancel culture? Wait, the woman is a DEI hire? Then don't try to date her. If she's the DI hire, then don't date her. Oh no, you will end up like the airplanes in America.
these areas over the last few decades.
Oh,
So,
no.
do I want to have a partner? Yes.
You
But
can.
do I want to go through all of this again? Not right now. So you want to get married, you have to date, you want to date, you have to work, you want to work, you have to go to school. This is where a lot of male problems begin.
What is this? A retelling? What's written here? Zero tolerance, grants plus scholarships. ADHD meds? Oh. Okay.
Again, I'm not saying that
The
school
stuff you need. Hey. I don't have ADHD.
girls have it easy, but the last few decades, schoolboys have been treated like they are defective.
What?
In 3rd grade, I used to finish my work before the other kids, and I would get up and move around, and they told me that was not okay, so they medicated me. When I got a little older, the other boys would start fights, and I went to the authorities to do the right thing, and they punished both of us. So then I took matters into my own hands, and they punished just me because of these policies. They don't let boys just fight it out anymore. Those types of policies are not setting young boys up for success. They punish the way that we natively look at the world.
Dude, my boy was too productive and they medicated him. Who does that? It's like, do people remember that children are full of energy? It's like they would be drinking a triple espresso cocktail infused with Red Bull, so of course they are hanging off the ceilings. America. Okay.
It definitely messed me up a little, and that was 30 years ago, and I have no idea what's going on now. When we get older and go to college, there are all kinds of things in place to help girls that are not available for boys.
Really? Wait, you guys have gender separated grants and scholarship? And it's separated? Really? For us? I'm only going to talk out of my experience. For us, everything was based off of grade. Yeah? Yes, STEM gives a lot to women. That's so weird. I think this might be just an American problem because in Europe, everything is based off of grade and they don't give a fuck what kind of junk you have in between your legs.
And they say that it's there to correct problems, but I don't think those problems exist anymore.
Yeah, I don't think those problems exist anymore either. I think they are just creating problems. And this is why there's a bunch of women going for all these imaginary fucking courses as like the art history and literature and gender studies and whatever the fuck.
So as we are accumulating what we need to succeed in life, boys are getting less of a head start than they used to, which is, I think, one of the contributing reasons for why they say they have Peter Pan syndrome and they never grow up. I think it starts here. When we get into the workplace, there are similar programs that benefit.
Oh, then I actually said it right. So she is a DEI hire because she has tits.
Fit women and not men. And that's an issue because women want to make equal money to men, but then they also want men to make more and support them.
That's so true. That's so true. That's so true because it's like, how many times I hear it that, oh, I don't want to make less than a man. Like, I don't want to be charged less, which is, of course, if you do the same amount of work, you should be paid the same. But you also expect a man to earn much more than you do. But you also push men out of the workplace. And you replace them with all women, and
And you can't have both. Additionally, the culture has become very inhospitable towards men, and again, the way that men communicate and behave. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the economy is getting pretty bad, and even though that affects everybody, men are the ones who are expected to pay. So this puts us at an increasing disadvantage comparative to women.
Yeah, honestly, I feel so bad for anyone. I wouldn't even say this dating. I think dating is fine. You know what's the hard part? It's the courting. Because the courting is the part where you are expected to pay. When you're dating with someone, you usually like start to like settle like half and half. It is. Yeah, I think like when you have been together for like months or years or whatever, I think you can like talk it out that, hey, I'm not made out of gold. I'm not having an OnlyFans. Let's do 50-50. And if you guys are living together, then it should be fine, I think. If she's not a gold digger, but if she's a gold digger, then why are you dating her, right? But the courting part, where you're like, you have to show your best self and you have to impress and buy her gifts and buy her like expensive restaurant dates and whatever, that's hard.
As we age. Then when we get out into the dating world, if you don't have any money, that's going to be a problem. If you can't compete on the dating apps, which most men cannot, that's going to be a problem. If you're not okay with her having an OnlyFans or an Instagram.
Would you be okay with your girlfriend having an OnlyFans? Question. No, depends. No, yes, nope. What if she financially helps the relationship? No, hell no. Hell yeah, free money? No, still no. Is she doing other dudes? Let's say she doesn't do other dudes, she only does nudes. There is no other third party involved. Then sure. That's okay then. Nope, still no. There's a lot of no in chat still. Let's say she earns 10k every month. And she's only putting up pictures of her titty and her kitty cat. Nope, I ain't. 10k a month? Yeah. Just from OnlyFans. That's her money. But like she would, you know. Damn good, buy me a PC. I see. That's hard. Hell no. I would rather live in a tent. Wait, only 10k? Listen, you're picking on the details, okay? Nah, make about that, so I will subsidize her myself instead. You make 10k a month? Hi, hello. Call me. Hi. She's showing it to other guys what you have to work for. What if she's on Foot Finder? The fuck is Foot Finder? Oh, dude. What the fuck? Only if she draw hentai for living. Shut up.
Or whatever, it's going to take some women off the table because they have so much attention. So a lot of men are playing catch up at this point in life when that didn't used to be the case. So our parents and grandparents did not have any of these problems. They just sort of grew up, got jobs, and married whoever was nearby. Have you ever thought of it like, would your mother have married your father if she had Tinder?
I guess not. Oh god, I guess not. Yeah, no, probably not. That's a good question. I have a feeling that Dad would have. No.
Would she have chosen him? There's stuff going on in these phases of life for us that would have been unheard of even one generation ago. I once had a job where I worked with a girl. We had the same job. I had more experience. We had layoffs, and later she matched with me on Bumble and came to hook up. And I said, would you like to continue doing this? And she told me that I didn't have my life together enough. We were living in the same place, in the same job market, and we came from the same job, and I had more experience. And she was getting 120k a year to do some like women's leadership job or something, and I was driving for Uber. So
I love the little finger gesture. Women's leadership or something.
So, I think a lot of people are really underestimating how much easier this makes things. So then if you can actually get to this point, you as a man, you have to take everything that you've managed to put together over the course of your life and put it all on the table for someone who is probably not doing the same. Even though women are not having a hard time in the workplace, men are still generally expected to provide, while women generally keep more of their money for themselves. We've all heard, my money is my money, his money is my money. I found this great little video about that.
No. The saying goes that my money is my money and your money is our money, comrade. That's how it works, okay? There is a little bit of communism in every girl's heart. That's exactly how it works. But
I just have a quick question. My husband won't see all of my accounts, right? I have like 8 different bank accounts, but my husband only knows about 2 of them. I've just been secretly saving for years in case I ever need to. Oh, no, say no more. I don't need to see those statements, so as far as I'm concerned, they don't exist.
Yeah, so I don't love the idea that my wife might be hiding money. Of course, I'm not allowed to do that. All of my money has to be on the table, and there's about a 1/3 chance that you're going to be taking it to party with other dudes in the house that I bought for you.
I was so sure that it was like she gets a baby, puts the baby into an Amazon box, and she hires strippers to have a party. I was so sure about my theory.
Divorce laws have changed too. You used to need a really good reason to get divorced, but now it can happen just because someone is not happy. They even write songs about it. Check this out. I have to mute it for copyright. I'll read it to you. Might be the only guy who didn't send me hearted eyes in reply to my latest story. We work well on paper. We don't argue. We don't fight. But lighting scented candles just won't relight up our fire. And right there she goes, ah.
Thank you for the recreation of that. it was beautiful. Thank you for the last part.
It ain't that bad. It's just not what I wanted. Don't want to live this life half-hearted. Hang on, here it comes. I want fireworks and flames. Don't want safe, tame, practical.
But okay, I have a beef with this. I think this is my biggest beef of the century. Because they want to have a fiery, passionate relationship, but hot question. Do women know that eventually every relationship, like the flame, sort of develops into a more tamer love sort of thing? Like, unless you're like having amnesia every single day, I don't think you can keep that fire. You know, these kind of women, I don't think they do. No, they watch the Hallmark Channel. Bro, no one watches the Hallmark Channel anymore. Mold. They don't realize it. That was back in the 90s. They must realize it. It's you know what? I bet you that it's social media. Is that they keep getting in touch with like so many people, and when other people makes their heart go doki doki, they think that the old and lame and safe option who they have at home is not as good as anymore. Social media and smut. Okay, leave my smut out of this. My smut didn't do anything wrong.
That ain't enough. That ain't.
My mother and my sister watch Hallmark. Yeah, but you guys are like 70 years old, all of you. So of course you guys watch cable, but no one watches cable anymore.
Love. This is the squircle of unconscious.
The squircle! I am a circle. Because it's the squircle.
It represents
It's
how
me!
people
Oh my
don't know
God.
how relationships work, and so they think the relationship
Okay, so how does it work? So there is date, engaged, married, or pregnant.
is going to go like this,
Baby,
and then it turns a corner.
loss of intimacy,
I
dissatisfied,
think she's at the dissatisfied part.
cheat and break up, and what was at the very end of the circle? Meat. Oh, so it starts from the meat. Okay, you can't see it, I'm cow blocking, but here is meat. Okay.
Turns a corner. I think she's at the dissatisfied part. You can't have everything is exciting all the time. Good choices are boring. No.
Bro, am I the only one who actually doesn't really strive for this one? Like, I don't know, man. I like to keep my blood pressure on the same constant level. I like boring days. I kind of want to stay safe. Yeah, I don't miss that. I remember being a teenager. I remember that I was like so overwhelmed all the fucking time, and how exhausting it was, and how bullshit it was. I don't want that anymore.
No relationships are going to be fun the whole time. They're all going to have spots where there's no fire. But she don't want safe, tame, practical. That ain't enough. That's not even love.
I have to disagree. I think that is true love. I think love is when you're living probably with your best friend, and you're like there through like all the bad shit and all the good shit, and like, you know, that's not like up and down and cheating and whatever, but like actual loyalty and friendship, and like the vibes are impeccable, you know?
Look how passionate she is about dumping her husband.
Oh, she dumped her husband. Ouch.
That's real, I can spot a faker. And she even sings about other men giving her googly eyes on her Instagram stories. So this girl is what I would call an excitement chaser. She starts out her new relationships excited, and over time gets bored when they're not chaotic, and then by the time we notice she's bored, she's already got a new guy lined up, and this has pretty nasty effects on us. So you're...
And this is how you end up sexing 365 guys within 365 days.
Relationship satisfaction is going to change over time, but your stability is not supposed to. That's what marriage is. That's what it's for. Even when you start feeling like things are not as fun, you have to remember that commitments are what gets you through the swings. I actually have a little theory that this takes about a year. Obviously, we get up and go to sleep with the sun, and women have changes in their hormones and...
What? There are differences between male and female? Biologically? Scientifically? Impossible. In fucking impossible. How dare he? The misogyny. Oh my god. I'm not even sure if it's this misogyny. It's something. It's something with an E on the end.
Emotions with the moon, and
Fake
I think that a
news.
year is the amount of time that it takes to find somebody and have that strong emotional connection, get pregnant, and have a child. It's about 1 year altogether.
It takes 1 year to get a child? Well...
And this girl is making a spiritual experience out of a biological process, and she's allowed to end the marriage over it.
Well, I mean, she's allowed to, but like, she's going to be like 40 years old, and she's going to be like, where did all the good men go? What happened? But once, like, you know, the people don't give her the googly eyes because she will have some wrinkles. And the thing is that older men will be always able to date younger chicks. And I know that people hate to hear this, but there is a reason why people say like silver foxes and whatnot. And of course, there are cougars as well. But a cougar will never compare to like a 20-something-year-old. And the 20-something-year-old will be like, oh my god, my boyfriend is a silver fox and he buys me everything. So,
So it's not that I don't want a partner, it's just that a lot of
young guys won't keep a cougar around is the thing. Actually, I think young guys are the ones who are going for the cougars, because the cougars have money, they have experience. The cougars want some fresh young meat, and the guys want some stability and no drama. So actually, you're wrong. Exactly, the young guys want the cougars.
us don't have what we need to
Yeah, the hagmaxing.
build a partnership, and even if we get it, it could fall apart immediately. She could squircle herself into believing it's not love and have a phone in her pocket with 14
Young guys want sugar mummies. It's pretty simple. Exactly, just like young girls want sugar daddies, you know?
100 horny guys on it,
Your cougar skirt? Round.
and then I end up here. So what you've done by
Oh my god. The Lululemon! Oh my god. Please, someone tell me, what is Lululemon? What is it? And why are American women obsessed with it? What is Lululemon? It's yoga clothes? It's a bag company. So it's like just bags? It's a clothing brand. Your sister wears it. So it's just clothes. It's like yoga pants and other clothing. Okay. I had no idea. And I keep hearing about it, and I always think that it's like a smoothie place. But it's not a smoothie place. Okay, it's a clothes store. Okay.
done
thank
by
you.
fighting for equality is you've basically said,
Okay.
hey, you want to play a game of chess? I get all queens though. Hey, where are you going?
Do you guys still want to get married? Like, is that still a thing?
I hope this all made it clear why it's less of a thing.
And he didn't even get into the part where divorce take like everything. I mean, he went into it a little bit, but like not that too much. You know? Brian? Wait, I will read it up. It all boils down to the fact that humans are mammals, and like mammals, males gather resources and want to reproduce with the best female they can get. Female wants security and resources and will search for the best option they can get. Well, but apparently, according to this girl who was writing the song, she doesn't want a safe option. She wants the fire and the flame and the passion and I don't know, whatever the heck they have. Question mark? Yeah, that's weird. I wonder why. I actually wonder why.